Hello, friends. Today we are going to talk about the energetic body or Shakti and really subtle energy yoga. So this is a little bit more technical that I get into, but these are really important foundational lessons in Tantra. Okay, so nadis. Nadis are energy channels in our bodies. The yogis say there's anywhere from 72,000 to 350,000, depending on how many neurons you got firing. So this is subtle energy or the yoga of light. Okay, so first couple of lessons, we talked about non-dualism. We're all one. We're divine beings having a human experience. So it's like starting with that and maybe like, oh yeah, that makes sense to me, right? We're all connected. We're all one family. But how do I feel it? Like we want to have direct experience of our subtle body. So this is a foundational teaching in that area. So I'd like you to all just get into a breathing, like a really rhythmic breathing. And I'd like you to imagine a beautiful light coming down into your crown chakra. Okay, so imagine like it's like an energetic spine. Okay, so it's not necessarily your physical spine, it's an energetic spine, and it's like a beam of light that just comes down your spine. Okay, so this is the sushumna, and this is also known as the central channel in yoga. So this is really where all the action happens, and our chakras are, going all the way up the spine. The Ida channel is the feminine or yin channel, and the pingala is the masculine channel. And the masculine channel starts on the right side, and the feminine starts on the left, and they crisscross all the way up the spine. So it's really amazing. So this is the dance of Shiva and Shakti. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and give you some illustrations as well as some information up, but I'd like you to just close your eyes and feel it if you can while I'm explaining it. And there's also some illustrations as well. So I'm going to share my screen. Okay. So this is the central channel. So it's also known as the energetic spine, the sushumna. So on either side of the spine are the Ida and Pingala nadis. Ida refers to the female or the yin energies of the moon, while the Pingala refers to the masculine energies of the sun. We see this as powerful symbology in the world in general. So modern, and also in the medical symbol, we see this in the medical symbol. That's a symbol of Kundalini Shakti. So modern teachers often teach that the Ida begins at the muladhara at the base of the spine and rises up on the left side until it reaches a chakra, and then it switches sides at each chakra. So Shiva and Shakti meet at each chakra until it reaches the back of the head, and we call the back of the head the cave of Brahma. And that's really where they meet, and the masculine and feminine become in union at that spot. So it climbs over the head. So that's kind of like the snake's, the top of the snake's head. It's got the, goes over the head, comes down the forehead until it reaches your left nostril. And the Pingala runs similarly, but begins on the right side and ends in the right nostril. So together they form a caduceus. So it's two snakes spiraling their way around the sushumna nadi. This is the dance of Shiva and Shakti. It's really beautiful. So I invite you to just breathe into that. See how it feels in your spine. So Ida and Pingala, or we could say the divine masculine and the divine feminine, embody the fundamental duality of existence until they reach a unified state within our energetic brain. These energies encapsulate what the Shakti tradition symbolizes as the dance of Shiva and Shakti. Alternatively, they can be understood as the masculine and feminine frequencies, or the interplay between logic and intuition within oneself. Life in its creation hinges upon this dual nature. Without it, existence as we know it wouldn't manifest. Initially, the primordial state where there is unity without duality. However, upon the advent of creation, duality emerges. So we wouldn't have creation without duality. So when we refer to the masculine and feminine traits, it's beyond the realms of gender. Even if one identifies as a male or female, we all have masculine and feminine energy. So many of us in our modern world have been programmed to run masculine frequencies when we're out in the world. And that's creating an imbalance, favoring what we call a dominator consciousness or hustle culture. Sometimes this imbalance comes out as greed, corruption, war, chaos, violence, dangerous inner distortions. So we as Shakti try and feel the future of humanity depends on the awakening of these sacred energies within you, remembering who you are from the inside out. So our practices are about balancing the Ida and Pingala. So it's a transformational process where Kundalini or Shakti energy rises to meet Shiva to elevate us to higher levels of consciousness. So Shiva is actually the consciousness level, and Shakti is the creative life force energy that manifests, basically. And they cannot exist without each other. The sacred masculine holds the divine feminine and really is the foundation where she rises from. So we always start with the sacred or the divine masculine. So when you get into your body, you can actually feel these. So like we start off at the root chakra, we're talking about Mother Earth, grounding, being present. You know, this is something that's really great to just do every morning. Maybe stick your feet in the dirt. Like, I am grounded, I am centered. It's really important to be able to find a way to get into that space. The second chakra is the sacral chakra. So this represents sexuality, chemistry, creativity. It's flow. It's really like going with the flow. That's the second chakra. And this is our sex organs. This is the relationship chakra. This is often where we, especially as women, hold our trauma. And there's the Manipura, that's just above the navel. This is our level of identity, the solar plexus. So this is our wisdom and our power. Like, this is where we move into the world. And the Anahata, this is really where I think the center of everything, the heart chakra, the ability to come from unconditional love and a place of healing, wanting to heal yourself and others and connect on a deeper level. The throat chakra, of course, is all about communication, expression. And that's really, like, as a feminist movement on planet Earth right now, that's where we are, where women are really using their voices. The feminine is speaking their truth and rising. Okay. And then the third eye, that's kind of like that, when you get that light bulb feeling, oh my gosh, like something just drops on your head. You just get this really great insight. This is all part of the manifesting process. You get that insight after you cultivate that with meditation. Light bulb goes on, and that's when you are in a place to actually come from inspired action. You literally are divinely inspired. And that's where Shiva and Shakti meet, in the cave of Brahma. So this is usually around the area of the pituitary pineal glands. That's where, in the third eye, that area. So, often, even like if we're thinking, sometimes you see people, like they're really thinking and they look up a little bit at their third eye. That's really where they're grabbing that wisdom from. That's just the center of our intuition. Okay. And then finally, the crown chakra is spirituality, connection to all that is. You are in the universe and the universe is in you. And that's the chakra system. So This is really powerful energy. So Shakti Kundalini literally animates life itself. She is the creatrix. She awakens our nervous systems via the energies coursing through the sushumna. So she's essentially attributeless. She's the void. She parallels empty space where our creative identity is limitless. So when we go within, we visit this peaceful place. So we call this place we go the cosmic yoni, or the void, in Shakti Tantra. And women go to this place naturally because we have more Shakti. The reason we do is we give life, and men cultivate this energy too. It doesn't necessarily come as easily to masculine identified beings, but it's something that can be cultivated and can be very, very powerful. So tantric practices are designed to connect us with our inner wisdom, innate superpowers, and our true nature. This is a peaceful core within us all. It's the doorway. So the cosmic yoni is the doorway into the realm of cultivating expanded awareness and exploring our authentic self. And of course, the lesson is there's nowhere to go. Like, you don't need to go somewhere outside of yourself to get to your higher self. You don't need to work so hard. You don't need to beg. Like, you already are a divine being. You already are a divine being that's connected to all the universe. And that's really what Shakti Kundalini is all about. Literally, our life force energy, our sexual energy, that is Shakti Kundalini. And that's waking you up right now, whether you think she is or not. So thank you for joining me. And I look forward to seeing you again. Sending lots of love and blessings. Get into that Central Channel and feel the energy. It feels unique for you. All right. Thank you, and have a beautiful experience of the divine that you already are. You are a divine being. You're a multi-dimensional being. Sending love.